I'll turn it down.
You want to talk about what's off screen?
Is it recording?
Yeah.
I'm trying to record video today on Blair's. She's got the Clemson game playing here, but they're on a lightning delay now, so I can do some video.
Is that going to be an issue?
What?
The noise over there?
There's a playground next to us that has a fun little zoomy slide thing.
Yep.
But it looks pretty good. So I hope they get tired of it for about 20 minutes.
You should know that all things stop when college football starts. Welcome to fall in the South, baby. Cheers.
Cheers, Blair. And cheers, adventurers out there in 13 Adventure Land. Thanks for joining us today.
We're about to have new neighbors, too. This was horrible timing.
That's all good.
On the right side, they're little, so they get in quick.
Somebody's trying to back in this spot across from us yesterday in a gigantic bus, which is not working very well.
I like their scooter.
Yeah.
And they have a golden retriever.
A golden just ran out. A golden.
Oh my god. I can't focus.
Piper should be out to meet.
Here. Mm-hmm. Hey, how are you?
You want to be on our YouTube channel? All right.
We saw your golden retriever. We have one as well.
Yeah, he's ready to get out.
No doubt.
Yeah, ours is Piper, so we were like, oh, Piper should be out here. She would be so excited. We can relocate.
We don't have to do something.
Yeah, let's relocate. So ridiculous.
Hello, everyone. I have to interject and tell you this random thing that just came out of Blair's mouth. She goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm so myself." So, we've left Boston. We're on our way up through to Portland, Maine, and not far north of Portland, Maine is the LL Bean Flagship store. So she was telling me that we need to go there tomorrow morning on our drive out because it's 20 minutes north. And then she looks at her notebook and sees a note that says 20 minutes north.
It says 20 minutes north, Freeport, Maine, open 24 hours. I'm so myself.
Yes.
Man, I had my pen to write it down on there so I would know.
All right, this is week 3 of our New England / East Coast journey. We have departed Boston and made our way through Maine. Mm-hmm. Leaving Boston, we stopped first in Portland, Maine, after a short trip through New Hampshire.
Yep. And
while driving up the highway through New Hampshire, Blair has some chaos happening in the seat beside me, and I couldn't figure out what happened, but she found a harvest host that was much closer to where we wanted to visit that night than the original plan. So that was a good, really cool find. But we stopped in Portland first at a lighthouse called Portland Headlight.
Mm-hmm. Great, gorgeous.
Yes, gorgeous location. Again,
it is picturesque Maine.
It is absolutely that. The rocky coast and the lighthouse right on the coast and the waves crashing on the rocks and overcast day. It was just fit all the things you would expect. So
it's good.
It's a beautiful spot, beautiful place. There was a battery there named Blair.
Yeah, that was unexpected.
Yeah, unexpected. Yeah. We toured around there for a couple hours, I guess, and then we left and made our way to downtown Portland. We didn't do anything in downtown Portland except grab some groceries, and then we departed to go to our harvest host. But the downtown area of Portland looks really cool.
It does, yeah. I think if we were going to spend more than one night there, we would have spent the second night downtown.
Yeah. there was hustling, bustling city, people walking around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a very neat looking town. I thought it was really
It's got a
neat
little
place.
bit of an artistic vibe to it.
Yeah.
Different breweries, different restaurants. Of course, your souvenir shops and whatnot. Yeah. Very walkable.
Yes.
A movie theater in the center of downtown. Yeah, it was cool.
From there, we went out to our harvest host, and we stayed at Island Dog Brewing. Now, Blair called him earlier that day. He said he'd have plenty of people stay like a harvest host would as an RV in their parking lot, but that was their very first day of ever being on the harvest host app. And I believe they got overwhelmed a little bit because they're not on harvest host anymore.
Right. Yeah, I went to leave a review. We had a great time, and they're no longer on the app. So. Yeah. And while we were there, he had said, "Oh my gosh, I've already received so many requests." But it's the ideal time to head up. I mean, the weather's beautiful.
Ideal time, ideal spot.
The leaves are starting to change. Yeah,
it's great. Really great location. Love the people. Blair really enjoyed the beer. She's still having some of it now. So we slept there for the night. Quiet night. It's right by the highway, but there's very minimal highway noise there. Got up the next morning, hopped up, took off, and made our way to the LL Bean Flagship store.
Yes. Which is my new spirit animal, my new love language, my new everything is this store.
Yeah.
Everything outdoors, everything camping, everything hiking, everything LL Bean. Oh my gosh, I need some new house shoes and I need some new outerwear and all things dog. Oh my gosh. Oh, all things I don't hunt or fish. All things hunting and fishing. It was incredible.
LL Bean was a huge store.
It was incredible.
It started off as a small store. Right on the main street there, and it just grew to what you know of LL Bean now.
Yep.
One really neat thing about the store itself is the taxidermy.
Oh yes!
There's
oh my gosh!
All sorts of animals.
Yeah.
In there and teaching about the animals and this wall of plates, LL Bean kind of magazine plates or whatever they were. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the magazine covers.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yep.
There's a trout pond in the store. There's a coffee shop downstairs. There's a nice little lounge and kind of the history of LL Bean and how they came to be.
Yep.
We chatted with a couple. They give tours there on Saturdays. We were there not on a Saturday, so we didn't do the tour. But the guy who met us at the door saw our camera and was like, what do you guys do? So he gave us a little mini tour from standing in the spot. Yeah. The clock that's there is this very famous clock, and you can see all the inner workings of the clock. It's not working at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why.
Unfortunately. No, I don't know why not.
Great store. Blair found a shirt. She found a whole lot of things, but we purposefully did not carry a bag around for that reason.
We purposely didn't carry a bag around.
We have limited storage.
I can find storage.
Okay.
I would find storage.
Yes. So, good store. Absolutely recommended. We got a new key ring.
Oh, yes. We used to call the RV keys the blue keys because they were on a blue key ring. We now call them...
They were on a blue lanyard.
They were on a blue lanyard.
Now
we now call them the boot keys.
The boot keys because they were in a LL Bean boot.
I like it.
I do too. They're called bean boots.
Bean boots.
Bean boots.
I like those. Fabulous.
Yep.
Yep.
From there, we made our way north to Bar Harbor,
Maine.
Bar Harbor, Maine. So we stayed at the KOA in Bar Harbor.
I believe it's called Oceanside KOA.
Oceanside Bar Harbor.
Yes.
Something like that. Very tightly packed campground. So we pulled in and we stayed between two sisters and their husbands. We got to meet them and hang out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's
They
good.
were on a weekend camping trip. Fun couples. Enjoyed chatting with them. The sunsets there are fabulous.
Incredible.
Every night we were there, we watched the sunset, and it was beautiful. Each time, go sit on the water in some Adirondack chairs, enjoy a glass of wine. Thank you to the Thomas family, by the way, for this wonderful bottles of wine that you gave us. We thoroughly enjoyed them with some steak.
Yes.
We got to meet some KYD insiders, so keep your daydream. Mark and Trish, thank you guys for starting an empire. And we're so thankful to just be a part of that. But Brittany and Philip, we're glad to meet you guys in the park there and hang out for a little while.
Yeah.
Then we met another group over there the last night we were there and got to hang out with them.
Fellow Marines.
Yes.
And their wives.
Yeah, it's such a fun. It was an alumni group from many years ago.
Yeah.
Retired Marine. Thoroughly enjoyed hanging out with them too. So
yeah, it's a lot of fun. Small world scenario.
We've said it, I think, in almost every video. Our favorite part of this community is meeting new people, meeting new neighbors, meeting new people in the campground, meeting people as we travel, and that continued every single night we were in Bar Harbor.
Mm-hmm. It really did.
From the downtown area meeting folks to in the campground meeting folks to stopping at rest areas and things on the side of the road. We met some really cool folks. While we were camping in KOA, we went to Acadia and spent a day in Acadia National Park. There's a requirement to get tickets if you want to go up to the very highest peak and drive up there.
Yep, called Cadillac Ridge.
You got to get.
I think they limit it to, this is going to be wrong, 30 cars every hour or 60 cars every hour. I'm not quite sure. But you can either wait in line at the visitor center and get your car ticket, or you can go online. So while I was actually waiting in line for the information because of COVID, there's 3 separate lines, one for the shop, one for the car tickets, and one for information. While I was waiting in line for information, I reserved my ticket online for our car. Yeah. So we went up there first around 9:30 in the morning.
It was windy.
Gorgeous, but windy.
Good.
Yes. And they tell you, like, it's above tree line, it's gonna be windy, but man, is it windy. And it was a warm day, too, so yes. I can't imagine what it feels like when it's cold.
Yes, quite windy.
And then so it's 3 miles up and 3 miles down. Yeah,
short drive up and back. Then we left and drove around the rest of the park, and we stopped at some pretty high trafficked areas near the blowhole and near the few hikes on that side of the park.
Yeah.
So parking is outrageous.
Outrageous in certain places.
Yes.
So the first main stop is by that sandy beach or sand beach. I'm not sure which one it is. And then between that, you have the Beehive hike, which is also very popular. And then after that, you have that blowhole. Yes. Forget the specific name of it.
So that whole area.
Thankfully, there's 2 lanes, and they block off the right-hand lane for additional parking if needed, which most of which was filled.
If you're going to go there, I would just tell you, just park on the road. Don't even try to get in the parking lot.
No.
Particularly unless you get there first thing in the morning, like at first light, you're probably not even going to get close to getting into any of the parking lots.
You're going to go in a parking lot, circle around, and you're going to come right back on.
Pull over on the side of the road and park there.
Yeah.
The hikes were great. Piper really enjoyed her hike. She got to run all over the mountains and all over the rocks and jump and hop and skip and do all the Piper things that she does when she hikes with us. We had purchased her a new backpack from LOB the day before. Rough wear.
Yeah.
This pack fits her much better than the last pack did, which we loved the previous pack, but this one's better.
Yeah. And Acadia National Park is dog friendly.
Yes.
So many of the trails dogs can go on as long as they're on a leash, which is different than a lot of other parks. We are in Acadia National Park off of Park Loop Road doing the Beehive hike. So we just got to the summit. Because we have Piper, we took the roundabout way, the back way, as opposed to the front way because there's runged ladders you have to climb. But it's pretty gorgeous. Sand Beach is right behind us. We're on a peninsula, so there's water everywhere.
So we saw quite a few dogs out, which is nice. And then I took a cool picture, captured a bee flying right in the photo.
You did.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Random.
Very random.
Then we hiked around the rest of the way and the rest of the day and had just gorgeous views on the, looking out over the water there and the various islands out in the water. Really nice. Then the third day we went to
Bar Harbor.
downtown Bar Harbor.
Yeah.
Hello, closely. Hello, far away.
Yes. Much better. We've got a pretty gorgeous view out behind us today.
Yes. Welcome to Bar Harbor, Maine.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
We've been touring around the city today and walked across the sandbar.
Yep.
Pepper got in the water. She actually went head first diving into the water, chasing after a rock when there's millions of them out there. So,
yeah.
Beautiful town, beautiful coast, friendly folks. We had coffee at a Choco Latte this morning.
Choco latte.
Caught up on some laundry and caught up on some internet.
Yeah.
Because we are in a park with very spotty internet at the moment.
Very minimal service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piper's enjoying her walk. We are too.
Yep.
See you soon.
I would spend a long weekend there.
Yeah.
You could, plenty of restaurants, plenty of shops, plenty of things to do outside. So there's also like whale watching, kayaking, paddle boarding, any and all things outdoors.
Lobster fishing.
Lobstering, you can go lobstering.
I had a giant lobster and I asked for a small one. These are lobster facts by Captain Brad. They can live to be 100 years old. During colonial days, they were plentiful, but food for the poor. They're a great source of heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids for all you healthy folks out there. They can grow up to 4 feet and weigh as much as 40 pounds. And they're not red. They turn red when they're cooked, but they're green or yellow or even bright blue in the ocean. Those are lobster facts for today. Hope you enjoyed them. It's like what's these things called? The tongue. It's like the tongue click check. We did not have a lobster roll because I don't eat rolls and Blair didn't eat lobsters. No reason for us to stop.
But they looked so good.
Yeah.
Looked very good.
So Maine is a beautiful state. I enjoyed the time there. Would definitely go back.
Mm-hmm.
We would like to buy some property there. It's a gorgeous state, gorgeous place. I just don't want to spend winter there.
Nope. Summer and fall.
So gorgeous time, gorgeous people. Thoroughly enjoyed it. From there, we went over to New Hampshire again for a longer period this time in Vermont. Mm-hmm. On our way to
then New
York State. So then we're going to go all the way across the state of New York. So stay tuned next week for New Hampshire and Vermont. So we're going to stop at a couple places there. The only national park in Vermont. And some really cool places in New Hampshire too.
Yeah.
And some cheese.
Oh my gosh. Some cheese. Cheese.
Cheese and the 30th president. See if you can connect the dots.
Ooh, that's a good clue.
Mm.
That's CBS.
Until next time, happy adventures. We love you guys. Thanks for letting us be a part of your day. Hope to see you on the road.
Nose is itching.